Well, good morning. It is November 6th, day 150 on the trail for me. It rained most of the night, and the shelter had a metal roof on it, so it was extra loud. It probably never rained really hard. It just seemed like it rained hard because of the metal roof. Rain's pretty much let up now. We'll see if it picks back up later, but for now it's just sort of misty, and stuff's dropping off the trees. That was my first full night out after the daylight savings time change, as I had been with Kelly the previous 2 nights, and man, it's no fun getting dark at it's pretty much getting dark at like 5:40, and it was dark until about 7 a.m. And then, even then, with the mist, it really wasn't light out. It's starting to sprinkle again. All right, well, the plan for today is about 19.8 miles. And that'll get me to Plum Orchard Shelter, I think is the name of it. And, I mean, a lot of miles, but it doesn't look too bad as far as, the climbs and descents. So, oops, got snagged on a vine there. Should be able to handle it. All right, well, as always, if I see anything interesting, I will grab a picture or some video. But for now, here's what the trail looks like. Well, I'm about almost 12 miles in, and it's cleared up a little bit, but it's still cloudy, and hasn't been any chance for views. I passed Standing Indian. That was a while ago now. It's supposed to have good views, but I didn't take the, I think it's just like a 0.1 mile spur trail to the summit because I wouldn't have been able to see anything. Trail itself hasn't been too bad. It's been, mostly smooth. Some rocky sections, but nothing really too steep today. There's been a good amount of blowdowns. Some of them were kind of tough to get over, but nothing too bad. So I'm just gonna keep going for a little bit. I guess it's about 11 o'clock right now, or maybe a little after 11. Go for a little while longer. Stop and have something to eat, and keep going. All right, well, here's what the trail looks like. Well, clouds opened up enough for me to get a slight view here. It's a little overgrown, but I can see some peaks in the background and down into some valleys. Got a little bit of color there on the leaves, some yellows and reddish browns. All right, I've turned off the main trail and I'm currently on the Blue Blaze to the Plum Orchard Gap Shelter, which is just a little bit off the trail. It's been kind of nice the last hour or so. I can actually see the sun. Looks like there's going to be some more rain overnight and in the morning and in tomorrow afternoon. And yeah. I'll have to deal with that again. But it's supposed to be a lot like today. I mean, today was probably down, the low was probably around 60, the high was around 70. So, not horrible weather. Got a little warmer. Getting a little sweaty there towards the end. But I was also climbing up. Yeah, had a little bit of a climb towards the end of the day. Alright, well, here's what the trail looks like right now. All right, it was a little bit further than I expected, but here is the shelter. That's interesting. Got 2 levels. And table, it's always nice. Huh. Interesting shape to the structure. All right, so I'm going to rest for a little bit, go grab some water, and get settled for the night. Alright, so it's about 5:45 and the sun is down over the horizon over there. Yeah, so it's gonna be dark pretty soon. There's a group of 4 guys here from the St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra Beach area. They're trying to do the Georgia section of the trail. So they got dropped off at the gap not too far ago, hiked up to the border and hiked back and stopped at this shelter. And they're gonna continue hiking south tomorrow. My plan for tomorrow is about 15.5 miles. That's gonna get me to Trey Mountain Shelter, I think is the name of it. Kelly's gonna meet me in the morning and get me some resupply after just a couple hours. I think it's a fairly early. I think the plan is to meet him a little after 9 o'clock at Deep Gap, I'm pretty sure is the name of it. And that's been working pretty well. You know, it's nice to not have to carry, 4 and 5 day loadouts of food, just, kind of 2.5 day loadouts. makes life a lot easier. I've been, by doing that, I've been able to carry, a little bit extra clothes, which has been nice for some of the colder nights. But otherwise, it was a good day. Long hike. Did almost just about 20 miles, and I'm kind of tired, but not really exhausted. It went faster than usual. My normal pace through regular trail, yeah, regular trail has been about 2 miles per hour, and today I figured I was doing about 2.5. So it's, I left earlier this morning because I was thinking, okay, I've got to do 10 hours of hiking, and it turned out I only did about 8 hours of hiking. So that's nice. It certainly helps that the trail is a little bit more forgiving around here. So 5 more days. 5 more days on this portion of the trail, and then I'll be at Springer and Namaquola. Alrighty. Well, as always, if you've stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. And I'll see you again tomorrow on the trail.